Hello there, you. You look divine as usual, but you already know that because you're you. Hi, hello. We're gonna do something fun today. One of my favorite things to do for a vlog, which is answer some questions that you asked me on Twitter. And we'll get right into that, but first, this video is sponsored by Skillshare, who I love, and we'll talk about Skillshare in just a moment. So let's get into the questions, shall we? Let's do that, okay. MP asks about, I actually got a few questions about Doge. So MP asks, I remember when you dreamt of Doge reaching 2 cents. Do you have a mansion now? I do not have a mansion. Dogecoin, you know, I invested in it years ago as a joke, and I just kind of forgot that I had it. I've just been holding on to it. My general advice when it comes to investing is to don't listen to my advice. I am not a financial advisor, and I have no expertise in the topic. It's just a fun thing. I like it. I like the mentality behind it. I like the community. I like that a lot of what people do with the money that they earn from Doge is donate it, and I have a similar goal. If it ever hits $1, that's part of my plan. But yeah, it's just fun. I don't, you know, never invest what you're not willing to lose is the general advice that I've heard. It's the general advice that I go by, and that's going to be my advice to you. Bunny Help, who asks, how have the Taco Bell menu changes affected your orders? So if you're not aware of this, Taco Bell recently removed some items from the menu, and the one that was the most heartbreaking to me was the Mexican pizza. You know, I'm still working through it emotionally, and it's gonna take some time. No, it's fine. Here's the thing. I still love Taco Bell. Mexican pizza was my go-to. A little bit of a context here. When I was growing up, I was raised vegetarian. I couldn't really eat a lot of fast food restaurants. There wasn't very many options for me, and it always made me feel self-conscious when I'd go out with friends, parents, or whomever would take us to McDonald's or Burger King, stuff like that. And there was nothing I could really eat, and I always felt left out. But Taco Bell, any item you can replace the meat with beans. And for me, the Mexican pizza was always my favorite, so it was sad to see it go, but I will say, if you're looking for a good Taco Bell item, you didn't hear this from me. The chalupa with black beans is very good. Monty asks, where are your fingers? I don't know. If you find them, please let me know, because I miss them. I miss those phalanges. Ooh, Marco asks, what do you think has led to your deep understanding of matters? This is an interesting question, Marco, because I don't particularly believe that I have a deep understanding of really anything outside of myself, but even with yourself, you're still learning about who you are, what you like, what you dislike, what you want. I think that there might be, and you found this in your own lives, there are certain individuals who you can relate to more, and probably one of the reasons you're watching this is because you feel that I am that to you, which is totally fine. But an important point is you don't want to exist in an echo chamber. You don't want to just listen to people who agree with you or have the same sentiments as you, because that will allow you to have, I guess if we say, deeper understanding of a topic viewed a way, but not an overall view, not a world view, we might say. Ooh, Gruber Falls, favorite Muppet movie, Rizzo the Rat. Favorite Muppet movie, Muppet Christmas Carol. And if you didn't know, I made a video years ago with the Muppets where like Rizzo and Gonzo are the narrators, and that was a dream come true for me. That was really wonderful, and I still very much appreciate the opportunity to work with the Muppets. That was very exciting. Ooh, Underlook, do you like jazz by any chance? I do like jazz, actually. Not that this playlist has any jazz in it, but there's a new jam. Jam number 24. If you don't know what jam is, it is a Just Awesome Music playlist. It's a playlist that I put together with music that I'm listening to currently. Haven't made one in a while, so there's a link to the jam down in the description. It's a Spotify link. If you use a different music service and you want to recreate the playlist in that, please let me know, tweet it at me, and I will include it with credit to you in the description, because that's very nice of you. But yes, jazz I do like. You know, when I took drum lessons, one of my drum teachers was a jazz drummer, so we did a lot of jazz. You know, the classics, Miles Davis, Coltrane, and it was really fun. I loved brushes. Jess asked, do you keep your Emmys somewhere you can see it? Yes, I carry it with me at all points in time, so I can always see it. No, I mean, yes, I guess yes. It sits on my bookshelf in the living room as a bookend, and that's where it is. Because I don't have any other awards, so I don't have like an awards shelf. I just have that, I guess. Jack asks, how much is the right amount of pasta? Yes. This is a good question, and it goes into the sponsored segment of this video by Skillshare. How do I find motivation, and how do I stay motivated? Here's the thing. It's all dependent on you as an individual. Different things motivate people differently. With Skillshare, I've talked about it in a bunch of episodes, I've been trying to do a challenge to myself, which is learn something different or relearn something every month. But with Could Use 5 the Movies production happening currently and just literally having no time and being incredibly stressed out, I've started doing something different. I've started taking a meditation class on Skillshare, which I found very, very helpful and weirdly motivating. So if you don't know what Skillshare is a learning hub, a learning community where you can learn things from filmmaking to photography to writing to cooking. And in this case, for me, meditation. And I had a little bit of preconceived notions towards meditation, but I've wanted to give it a go because I've heard from friends that it's very helpful. So I'm taking this meditation 101 class that is taught by Dan, and it is fantastic. You know, it kind of goes through the history of meditation and why it's important and what it does not only to the body, but to the mind. And she goes through the entire process, and then she has some 10-minute meditations, 25-minute meditations. And I like it because it allows me to stop. It allows me to just take some time for me, not focusing on my computer or on my phone, just time with my mind. And I really appreciate that, especially after like a really brutal week of filming. Just to sit in this room with the lights off and my headphones on for 10 minutes and go through a guided meditation. And that has been motivating when it gets some motivation, because as I'm just alone with my thoughts, it allows me to think more clearly. It allows me to focus more on the intent of what I want to do. And I find that to be greatly motivating. You know, if you're interested in that kind of stuff or anything that Skillshare offers, link down there. First 1,000 people to sign up get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. You can get Skillshare Premium for less than $10 a month, and it really is a fantastic service, and I'm very grateful that they keep sponsoring my videos. Lexi Violet, how's it been filming season 2 of Could You Survive the Movies? We miss you. I miss you too, Lexi. I love it. It is such an adventure, but it is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress, and I don't say this that my stress and pressure is more valid than anybody else's. It's just different. And in the time of COVID, you know, there's a lot of obstacles to overcome because a lot of things are closed down. A lot of locations aren't available. You know, a lot of people don't feel comfortable being on set, which I completely understand. But overall, it's really, really exciting. Isaac Thiel. Isaac, I love you. Without spoiling anything, what's the favorite thing you've shot so far for season 2 of System? I won't spoil anything. I mean, I guess basically, I won't say for what movie this was, but basically I had to give myself hypothermia. And that was that was the single most physically painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I would not recommend it. It was horrible. But, you know, I think the learnings that we got from it were quite interesting and quite fascinating. So I'm very excited for that. I still actually don't have feeling in the fingertips on my left hand. That is not an exaggeration. I literally do not. So, wouldn't recommend doing it, but I think it'll make good content. Oh, this is the world we live in. All that being said, talked for a long time. Where am I? Jam down there if you want to listen to some music. Skillshare up at the top. Again, I love Skillshare, and I'm very grateful that they sponsor my vlogs. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So stay safe out there. Hope you're doing well. Again, you look fantastic, and remember, it's not goodbye. Oh no. It's never goodbye. It's